Hey everyone, Paul Johnson, Waconia, Minnesota, and the Laughing Trout Fly Tying Club. Today I'm going to be tying the Bob Hopper. So this is a pattern that Walter Wiese from Yellowstone Country Fly Fishing came out with a few years ago. I picked it up as soon as he came out with it, and it's proven to me to be one of the top hopper patterns that you can have in your fly box, especially here in the Midwest. So I tied just a little bit different than Walter, a very minor difference. I tie mine on a hopper hook. So this is an Umpqua U204 hopper hook. He ties his on a dry fly hook. It's a size 14 hook. For the body, it's pink foam, and I cut it out with a River Road Creations beaver's tail style cutter, size small. For a wing, I use white Congo hair. You can use EP fibers, whatever you have. For the legs, I use Grizzly micro legs in olive, and then it's got just a yellow foam indicator post. I think Walter ties his with round legs and a tan wing. I like the white wing. I can see it a little bit better in the water. So get the hook inserted in the vise. For thread, I've got a spool of Uni 6/0 in red. And I just want to put down a pretty good base of tying thread. Working my way back. Just leave a little bit of a gap just behind the eye of the hook. Bring that back. It's going to go back even further than what the body of the fly is. Give it a little color, and then this section here will give us something to get the little bit of glue to hold on to. So I've cut out body from that cutter, 2mm foam. I punched a hole in the middle section, and then the fat section just a little bit front of center on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that back one, punch, and just slip that right over the eye of the hook, push it back, a couple wraps of tying thread, and then I'll come in front of it and continue up to the eye of the hook. Now I'm going to take that front section, front hole, push that over the eye of the hook, and a couple of wraps of tying thread right there. Make sure we can see the eye. Yep. Okay, now I'm going to just do a X wrap back to that original tie-in point. You can see that. I've got a length of Congo hair. Couple wraps of tying thread there, and then I'm going to trim that off so it extends just a little bit past the body of the fly. Come in there and get the front part cut out. Be easier if I would cut that in one cut instead of having to do 3 cuts. Now I'm going to put just a drop of super glue on there. And while that's setting, we'll fold that foam back, trim off that excess there. And for the legs, I've got this, the silicone legs. I like that a little bit better than the round rubber, especially because I have a little bit of that super glue coming through from tying that wing in. If that gets on that rubber, it kind of melts that and messes up the fly. So just get those tied in. Trim these front ones. Again, apologize for my fingers. And so the front ones are going to be a little bit shorter than the back ones. I've got a little piece of 2mm foam. That'll be the indicator. Tie that in. Just a couple wraps of thread is all we need. And then I'll come in and do a whip finish. Trim that back just a little bit. And then tail needs to be, or the legs in the back need to be trimmed just a little bit. All right. And then the last thing we need to do is we need to put eyes on it. It needs to know where it's going to go. So I got a black Sharpie. I'm going to just put eyes And then that way the little hopper knows where it needs to go to find the fish. So there it is, the bob hopper. Just a really, really good hopper to have in your box. Very simple to tie. Takes a little bit messing with especially the rubber legs and folding that foam back. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks.